Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Drive-Thru. I'm your host, Tony T, as we broadcast live here on Pig Dogs and Sports Chat Place YouTube channel and throughout social media. We'll take you to before the top of the hour. I want to give you enough time to get those bets in for the primetime games. And that's what we do here on the Drive-Thru, Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, as we give you live free sports picks from the primetime games. And to deliver those winners, well, it's our professional handicappers from Pig Dogs and Sports Chat Place. Let's take a look at who'll be on the show for today. We got Trey Jordan with us. Join us, Simmon again. And we got Chris Ruffolo serving as a co-host in pink today. Kevin Thomas in the center square. And Jovan Burts with us. Ninos has been smoking hot atop of leaderboards. Brian Bitler, who lives to see another day on the Member Premium Show. So he'll join us as well. All right, let's take a look how they'll line up today. We got Bitler, Thomas, Burts, Jordan, Simmon, Ruffolo, Ninos, and then I will close this one out. All right, Chris, break up those Rays. They do it again in extras.
Yeah, and against my Blue Jays, no less, but that's okay. Yeah, that's why I decided to break out the pink. Decided to tell you, real men wear pink. So I'll tell you that we got to turn things around a little bit, go opposite of my Blue Jays, and we'll put some winners in people's pockets tonight.
Let's put some winners in people's pocket tonight. No doubt about that. Who'll put winners in our pocket? Brian Bitler. We have him on Mondays and Fridays. He bookends the show. Brian, how's it going?
I'll tell you what, even better now, Chris Ruffolo looks like a fashion plate with that pink. He must have to beat the women off with sticks or something like that. Looking excellent.
I guess now that the word is out, the nicknames are starting to come around. I guess you're coming with the nickname, then it's going to be Rod, and he figures, well, at some point, I'm going to come up with a nickname, so I better change myself a little bit, huh? Is that what it is?
It could be. He's looking a little like Bieber, Justin Bieber.
That's right. No doubt about that. All right. We're looking at hockey tonight, 7 Eastern Time, NBC Sports Network. Penguins to host the Islanders here. Penguins laying $1.40, totals 5.5.
I'll tell you what, I can't resist my Junior Sharps' favorite team, the New York Islanders, tonight. Islanders in this spot. The public is squarely behind the Pittsburgh Penguins and automatically assume the Pens are going to bounce back after that Saturday loss, but I just don't see it happening. New York has owned the Penguins in the playoffs. Penguins 3-9 against the spread the last 12 as a favorite in the NHL playoff. Take the abundance of plus money here, plus 120, and the New York Islanders to get it done against the Pittsburgh Penguins.
All right, Brian says here, Islanders here plus 125 against Penguins in Game 5. Chris, would say you in this one?
I think this is just your definition of playoff hockey. I think neither team, now it's a best of 3, so neither team's really going to want to give up an inch here. I think Pittsburgh, their only opportunity to really slow down the Islanders here is go down to their level and play some rough and tumble style of hockey, and that's the Islanders' MO. It has been under Barry Trotz, and I think that's what we're going to see tonight. I would also put a little bit. I think I said this in the hockey video. Put maybe a little bit on the game to go to overtime. I could see this one definitely not being decided within 60 minutes.
All right, we got here Islanders plus 125 against Penguins from Brian Bitler in this one. And, of course, the start time is 7 Eastern Time, NBC Sports Network. All right, Brian, let's take a look over at Pig Dogs. Primo, you're doing fantastic work here. 929 units of profit. That's the past 7 days, all documented. A lot of hockey on the board tonight. We've got a couple NBA, some baseball. What do you have going on over at Pig Dogs Premium?
And I'll tell you what, I'm slowly clawing my way up the leaderboard. I'm trying to catch up to Al Ninos. 5 of the last 6 days have been winning days. I'm off to an 8-2, 80% NBA postseason start. So get my NBA Monday night money shot for $30 at pickdogs.com. That's my best play overall. All 3 of my plays today. My Monday night money shot 3-pack. You get 1 MLB, 1 NBA, 1 NHL for $40 at pickdogs.com premium picks. And if not that, check out the YouTube Premium. Awesome deal. $50 gets you an entire month of me, Rod, and Mitch, all for one super low price. And you get Romanelli on the weekends. What more can you get for $50 nowadays?
Yeah, $50 great value there on YouTube Premium, guys. Check out the link below and follow the link and you can find out more information about those 3 YouTube Premium shows. And, of course, Brian Bitler, you see the numbers here. 929 units of profit past 7 days. He's heating up. And he should be. It's playoff time. We're in the playoffs in the NBA, playoff hockey, big boards from Major League Baseball. Get on board. He's got his plays up for tonight. Get that one with that pack for the 3-pack for tonight, and then take those winnings. Go long term. 3, 7, and 30-day all sports passes will get you every play that Brian releases for that period of time when you go to Pig Dogs Premium and you make that purchase. All right, Brian, as always, great having your show. Continue that success. We'll talk to you on Friday.
I'll see you on Friday. Hopefully I'll make it. I feel like I'm hot right now, so I'm going to make it till Friday. I'll be here, guys, with my best friends on a Friday night. Guys, take it easy.
Take it easy. Brian Bitler here on the drive-thru. Check them out tomorrow morning, 10:30 a.m. Eastern time, as they break down the card for Tuesday. There'll be 3 NBA games going on as well for Tuesday show. All right, let's continue on here with the drive-thru. Now it's time to welcome to the show Kevin Thomas. You'll find him over at Pig Dogs Premium. Let's go ahead and wire Kevin in right now. Looking at some baseball for tonight. Kevin, how's it going?
Great. How you doing, Tony? Classy Chris, looking good.
Yeah, Classy Chris. I like that. That's a good nickname there.
A little disco there. A little polyester. I love it.
I had to break it out for a special Monday. I had to.
Special Monday, exactly. Word out is everyone's getting a nickname, so Chris has got to get together here, come up with one for him. All right, Marlins, the host of Philly, 6:40 Eastern time on a short card tonight. Marlins laying $1.31, total sits at 7.
Yeah, I'm on the under on this one. It's a rematch from last week where we had the same two pitchers in Zach Eflin and Trevor Rogers. Last week we had a 3-1, and that was at Citizens Park. Now we're playing in Miami, which is more of a pitcher's park. And I know that Chris is going to come at me with, Eflin's ERA is a little inflated on the road at 5.78, which is almost 2 points higher than what it is at home. But I think Rogers is the real deal, and playing at home, like I said, that's a pitcher's park. And then you got the last game the Phillies were in was a win over the Red Sox where you had Wheeler go 7.1 innings, so they only used 2 bullpen players. So Girardi's got his whole crew there. So I don't expect the Phillies to win. So I'm expecting that the Marlins won't have to bat the last. So I'm all over the 7. Here.
All right, we got Kevin Thomas there under the total of 7 runs in this one between the Phillies and the Marlins. All right, Chris, we talked about Trevor Rogers last year. I remember on the show in August when we launched the show, Trevor Rogers, remember we had a lot of those doubleheader games, and they like to put those prospects in game 2, and we found out about Rogers when we looked at his minor league numbers. They've been outstanding. Marlins not a good hitting team against right-handed pitching here, so this sets up for an under.
I think it does, absolutely. And Kevin wanted to try to steal a little bit of my thunder with Zach Eflin, but actually, believe it or not, I'm a bit more of an Eflin fan this year because he's given up 2 earned runs or less in 6 of his 9 starts this year. And I mean, Tony, like you guys mentioned, with Trevor Rogers, a drive-through diamond in the rough. We found him before a lot of people caught on to him last year, and now look at him. Like I said last time, I think he's the ace of this Miami rotation this year, and I think we got a pitcher's duel here as well. I love the under 7 in this spot as well.
Yeah, agreement here. Under 7 here, Phillies and Marlins. This one, 6:40 Eastern time, MLB Extra Innings Channel, a short card tonight. All right, Kevin, let's take a look over at Pig Dogs Premium. We got a lot of hockey up there, a couple NBA and baseball. What do you have going on over at the site?
Oh, you can still get my NBA Game 2 between the Nuggets and Trailblazers. And I think if you hurry, you can still get on my 3-pack, which will include my top hockey and my top MLB. Also, check out the 30 days. You can partner me up with my good buddy Brian Bitler or Al Ninos. Those guys are on fire right now. So it'd be a great partner up right there. So check it out.
That's right, guys. Get on board here with Kevin Thomas over at Pig Dogs Premium. And of course, that 2-for-1 capper promotion is out there. You can match Kevin up with another capper, but get his 1-day pass for tonight. And get on board and take those winnings and go long-term with that 3, 7, and 30L sports bet. You get every play that Kevin releases over at the site at Pig Dogs Premium. You set the terms when you go to his profile page and make the purchase. All right, Kevin, as always, great having you on the show. Have yourself a great night, and we'll talk with you next week.
Hey, see you next Monday. Stay classy, Chris.
All right, Chris.
I'll do my best. I'll try to break out some hot orange for you next time.
That's right. I'll try and be professional again next week. All right. We'll continue on here with the drive-thru, guys. A reminder here: subscribe to our channel. Free picks every single day. Of course, it all gets started with that professional show in the morning. It's the morning show. We got Mitch, we got Brian, we got Rod Zawacki up there, 10:30 a.m. Eastern time. Of course, we got those 3 YouTube premium shows. You want to find out how to get on board with those YouTube premium shows, follow the link below. Of course, we're here Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern time with the drive-thru, hosted by Chris and I. And of course, tune in for that. And of course, as always, guys, we always ask for your help. What can you do for us? Well, that thumbs up, that like will help us build up our audience, Chris.
Absolutely. It also helps the level of professionalism go up as well. But no, I think Tony will tell you, we can't tell you guys enough how much the likes and the subscriptions help us out. It allows us to get the content out there. It tells us that you guys like what we're doing, and it allows us to give you guys new stuff, try out new things, and if you guys like it, we keep it. If you don't, we scrap it. We do all this for you guys, so keep the thumbs up coming, the subscriptions coming. Like I said, it helps us out a ton. We really appreciate all the love and support.
We absolutely do. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Now it's time to welcome Jovan Burts to the show. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Prim. Jovan, how you doing?
Hey, you know me. Smooth as always. Trying to stay on those leaderboards.
Absolutely. Trying to stay on that leaderboard tonight. We're looking at Major League Baseball, American League game at 7 Eastern Time, MLB Extra Innings Channel. Twins to host the Orioles here. Orioles and $1.05. Total sits here at 9.
Yeah, so I'm on the Orioles in this one. Now, the Orioles, they come into this one ice cold, losers of their last 6 games and losers of 9 of their last 10. But they got their ace going, the staff ace, hell of a pitcher, John Means. And he's 4-0 with a 1.7 ERA. And away from Camden Yards, he's even better with a 3-0 record and a .66 ERA. Now, with a staff ace and with one of the best in the game, which John Means is shaping out to be, they call those a stopper. A guy who, when your team's on a losing streak, he's supposed to come in, shut everything down, and pitch a gem 7, 8, 9 innings, and will your team the victory. Now, they're going to need it because the Orioles bullpen has been blowing up late in games for them to have this, to be on this slide. And I think John Means fits the bill tonight going against Matt, the dumpster fire that is Matt Shoemaker. Now, Matt Shoemaker did have a decent start his last game, but he is just not good this year. He hasn't been good for a while. He has a 6.75 ERA at home, and his overall ERA hovers around that. So it all shapes up for the Orioles to get off the snide tonight and get themselves a victory.
All right, Jovan here looking at the Orioles here, minus 105 behind Means against the Twins. All right, Chris, we're looking here at Shoemaker. Yeah, he has a 7.5 ERA at home, and where he gives up 7 home runs and just about looks like 25 2/3 innings this year.
Yeah, I mean, I won't lie to you guys. I have a premium on the side, but for a total, I was actually looking at the under in this one. Like Jovan said, John Means has become Baltimore's stopper this year. He's their staff ace, AL best 170 ERA. And Tony, as much as we've knocked Matt Shoemaker, he's actually pitched half decent in his two of his last 3 starts, giving up 2 earned runs or less. And against a Baltimore team that has the highest whiff rate in the American League, I think Shoemaker can actually generate some strikeouts tonight and maybe give Minnesota a chance to stay in this ball game. So I was looking at the under in this one.
All right, looking at the under, but Jovan here on the over side, minus 105 against the Minnesota Twins, starting at 7 Eastern Time, MLB Extra Innings Channel. All right, Jovan, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Prim tonight, where we have well, you're doing fantastic work. 668 units of profit past 7 days. That is all documented. If you go to his profile page, you'll see every play he has released. It's up there for you to check. Right now, we've got a lot of hockey. We've got a couple NBA playoff games, some baseball. What do you have going on over the site?
Yeah, so I got a nice little 5-pack going. It's Money Bag Monday. So I got 3 MLB plays and 2 NBA games, first round playoff games. Actually, I have 3, but it's an extra for my long-term clients that got my long-term passes. So, saying that, you get my 3-day, 7-day, or 30-day passes, or you can match me with one of the fellas, Al Ninos, Tony T, Chris, or one of the other fellas that we have here tonight, or on the website. It's all there, Pick Dogs or Sports Chat Place.
All right, guys, getting aboard here with Jovan Burts over at Pick Dogs Prim. You see the numbers here, 668 units of profit over his past 7 days. That is all documented. Get on board with his plays for tonight and take those winnings. Go long-term on the long-term pass. All sports pass, every play that Jovan releases over at Pick Dogs Prim. Part of our 2-for-1 capper promotion. On the long-term passes, take Jovan and pick another capper of your choice. Big Al, Little Al, we got Chris. Pick any of the cappers there over at Pick Dogs Prim on the 2-for-1 capper. That's your best value there at the site. All right, Jovan, as always, great having your show. Continue that success. We'll talk again on Friday.
Y'all have a good week, and I'll see you on Friday.
I'll see you on Friday. Jovan Burts here on the drive-thru. All right, we'll continue here with the coverage. It's time to welcome into our show here Trey Jordan. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Premium, doing fantastic work up there. Trey, how's it going?
It's going good. How are y'all?
Can't complain. All right, here's the game for tonight here. We're going to Hockey Jets to face the Oilers, NBC Sports Network. We got Oilers looking to stave off elimination. $1.20 favorites, total 5.5.
Yeah, I'm on the Oilers tonight after their meltdown yesterday. Their backs against the wall. Obviously, it's do or die, and I think they do tonight. On no rest, they've done well this year, 7-3. Winnipeg is 5-3 on no rest. But after a loss, the Oilers are 1-0, and after a win on no rest, Winnipeg Jets are 1-3. And going back to last year, Edmonton is 14-4 in the last 18 on no rest. Oilers they've done well in Winnipeg this year, 4-2 after last night's loss. They go to 4-2, and these are two of the best away money teams in the league. So it's really not a surprise how the series has gone so far with the away teams having success, except for last night's. But I think the Oilers get it done here. This season, following a win, playing at home, Jets are 7-7. Following a loss, playing on the road, Oilers 7-3. The Jets now won 3 in a row at home, but before that, they lost 7 straight. And so they're 4-9 in the last 13 home games. The Oilers had won 7 in a row on the road until last night. So they're now 9-2 in their last 11 road games. And fourth game in 4-6 situation, the Oilers are 4-1. And third game in 3-4 situation, they're 11-5 in their last 16. So all that being said, I think Draisaitl, McDavid, they got going last night with 3 points apiece. I think they get the win here.
All right, Trey, looking here. Oilers minus 120 against the Jets. All right, Chris, Oilers got to get some goals in the net.
It's I think the difference here is that we've seen from the Oilers in the last couple of games that it hasn't been scoring goals. Now it's been keeping it out of the net. And Mike Smith, I don't know if he's going to be the guy to be able to do that for you. But with that said, I am looking at the under tonight. I just think that there is a lot at stake, obviously, for both teams. With Edmonton, having, like Trey said, their backs up against the wall, and Winnipeg, well, they can't afford to give Edmonton a breath of life to get back into this series. So I think we're going to see similar to what we saw in Game 1, where it was, I believe, a 1-0 finish. So I'm looking at the under in this one.
All right, Chris, looking at the under. Trey, looking Oilers minus 120 against Winnipeg Jets, and this one to begin at 9:45 Eastern Time. NBC Sports Network will televise it. All right, Trey, let's take a look over at Pick Dog Premium. 5 NHL games up for tonight. We've got NBA, a couple games there. Baseball still remaining. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
I got a Grand Salami 4-pack tonight. You're going to get 2 NHL plays, an NBA play, and a Major League Baseball play. I love those plays, so jump on that tonight. And also, I forgot to mention, I think if you go comment your score prediction on Chris's hockey video, you can get one of those 3 guys on their picks for 3 days. So go comment on that and give a score prediction and win a package from one of those guys. But yeah. So, I got that 4-pack tonight. Jump on that. Like I said, I love those plays. We're always, jump on those 2-for-1 packages. Put me my guy James Clark, number 1 in the NBA. Jovan in here. I know he had a massive Monday last week. He'll be looking to do the same thing. Tony, Chris, any of these guys, we're going to make you some money. So, hop on those.
That's right, guys. Got
a long-term package.
Long-term pass is your best value there with Trey Jordan over Pick Dogs. Premium 3, 7, and 30 all sports pass. Every play releases there on the site. Or if you want to try them out for one day, the one-day pass as well. Of course, we always say take those winnings and go with the upgrade, the long-term pass. That's the best value there over Pick Dogs Premium. You can also add them with another capper on the 2-for-1 Premium, Big Al, Little Al, any of the cappers there you see there over at Pick Dogs Premium. All right, Trey, as always, great having the show. Have yourself a great night, and we'll talk with you next week, if not sooner.
All right, appreciate y'all. Have a good one.
All right, Trey Jordan here on the Drive Thru. All right, let's continue on here with our coverage. Now it's time to welcome one of our newest cappers here on the show. It's Ty Simmon. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs. Ty, how you doing tonight? We switching over to Ty. Are you with us, Ty? Ty Simmon.
All right, how you guys doing?
Oh, doing great. All right, Ty, let's pull your game up as well. I've got your video going now. Tigers to host the Indians, and that's right. The graphics were right. I had to triple check it. Tigers are favored. $1.28 in this one. Total sits here at 8.5.
Yeah, I thought the same thing. The Indians are 24-20 overall record. I think I'm getting plus money with the better team here. Tigers are 0-4 in Turnbull's last 4 starts. Indians are 6-1 in their last 7 after scoring 5. And they're 49-12 in their last 61 meetings against the Tigers. I think this is easy money here, and I really like the Indians.
All right, looking here at the Indians here from Ty, Cleveland plus 118 against the Detroit Tigers. All right, Chris, looking here at Turnbull, he has put up some good numbers, but he's faced a lot of weak-hitting lineups of late.
Yeah, and he's also had a ton of issues against the Indians in his career. I think 0-6 with a 5.13 ERA at last check. And I mean, on the other side, Sam Hentges, as much as he's been a touted prospect for the Indians, and I could lean the Indians' way here for the value. It's just been hard to watch him pitch, at least his first couple starts. So I'm looking at the over in this one. I can see both pitchers getting rocked in this one, but I do lean towards the Indians in terms of the side.
Looking at Indians side here, Chris also leaning over in this one. Indians plus 18 against the Detroit Tigers. This one, the start time, 7 Eastern time, MLB Extra Innings channel. All right, Ty, let's take a look over at Pig Dogs Premium. Tonight we got a lot of hockey on the board, NBA, a couple playoff games, 3 playoff games, and some picks from MLB. What do you have going on over the site?
I got 2 MLBs up and 1 NBA patch. Last couple of days, I've been 4 of my last 5 days winning games. Heating up in MLB. Check me out over there. Check out another the multi-pick packs. Pair me up with another pick. Check it out.
All right, guys, check out Ty Simmon over at Pig Dogs. Maybe go with a multi-capper promotion we got going on. You want to try him out for one day, do that. We go over to his profile page. You can see what Ty has for sale. And of course, it's all documents. You can see every play that is released. 2-for-1 capper promotion. Again, it's, you pick Ty with another capper, and you pick up the long-term pass, 3, 7, and 30L Sports Pass. Get every play, both cappers released for the period of time that you select. All right, Ty, as always, great having your show. Have yourself a great night, and we'll talk to you next week.
Thanks for having me, guys.
All right, Ty Simmon here on the drive-thru. We'll continue on with our coverage. And now it's time for Chris. Chris is up next with his pick. More Major League Baseball here as the Padres will face the Brewers. So we'll go ahead and get that game information up for you today. We've got Woodruff on the mound tonight for the Brewers. And it looks like it's Blake Snell. Let's see if he gets past the 4th inning tonight. We'll see what Chris thinks about that. We'll go ahead and bring up the game information right now. Here we go. Brewers minus 117 against the Padres, 7:40 Eastern time, total of 7.
Yeah, I'm going to level it with you guys right out of the gate. I'm looking at the Padres in this one. Now, like Tony said, Blake Snell's had issues going deep into games for his new team. But I think he's actually going to have a little bit of better luck tonight because the magic number for me, Brandon Woodruff, right now is 1.58. That's Woodruff's ERA. So you might be thinking, well, why am I going against Milwaukee here if Woodruff's been so good on the mound this season? Well, 1.58 is also the number of runs of support that Woodruff gets per 9 innings. You're not going to get many wins in the major league scoring 1.5 runs per game. It just doesn't happen. Now, we also talk about the Milwaukee Brewers. They're hitting .224 against left-handers this year, which obviously, like we said, Snell's a left-hander, and that number shoots up to .230 when they're at home, so not much of a difference. As well, you look at the Padres, much better hitting against right-handed pitchers like Woodruff, .249 on the year. And I just think that they have a more consistent offense, a more potent offense with the likes of Tatis in there, Trent Grisham, Eric Hosmer, Manny Machado, guys like that in the lineup. I just think we're getting a great price on Padres with a more consistent offense against a Brewers team that, yes, they have their ace on the mound in Brandon Woodruff, but if they can't get runs to support him, like I said, they're going to have a hard time winning games. So we're getting plus money with the Padres. I'm going to take it.
All right, you're going to take plus money here with the Padres against the Milwaukee Brewers, plus 107. All right, looking at Blake Snell, Chris, I know he's not been too good on the road. He are approaching 7, whip near 2 in his 4 games away from home.
Yeah, and I just think that's a product of maybe, not feeling comfortable with the Padres. But like I said, at some point, you just got to kind of bank on the fact that he's a professional. He's one of the better pitchers. He was one of the better pitchers in the American League for 3-4 years, and now he's just gone over to the National League, and it hasn't translated yet. But again, you got to pick a spot. You got to pick a spot where it's going to happen. I think this is the spot, like I said, against a Milwaukee team that just hasn't been producing. We go back to a game that we talked about earlier. Matt Shoemaker's a pitcher that we've talked down about a lot this season, but maybe it's just about getting the right matchup against a Baltimore team that swings and misses at a lot of pitches. Maybe Shoemaker has success. Same thing for Blake Snell, a Milwaukee team that struggles to hit against left-handed pitching. And maybe this is the matchup that favors him and helps him get deeper into the game, maybe even get a win for the Padres.
Yeah, Padres come off a really good homestand. Looked like they went undefeated at home here, going to 9-0. And, of course, facing the last two series, weak-hitting teams in Seattle and Colorado in 6 games. So, but now, again, they're getting another weak-hitting team in the Brewers.
Yeah, and again, just goes back to that. Maybe they can get some success here. Like you said, Tony, it's that right part of the schedule where San Diego got into, where, like you said, they faced a couple of weak hitting teams and they took advantage of that. And you'll attest to this. A lot of sports is just picking your spots and taking advantage of these winnable situations, which is what San Diego has done. Milwaukee, they have a reputation for being one of the stronger teams in the Central. They have been for the last few years. And Woodruff has been sort of a diamond in the rough that we've, sort of dug up over the last couple of seasons. But it's just Milwaukee not putting any runs up for him. And, a pitcher will tell you, if you're not getting any run support, it's hard for you to feel confident that you can go out there and get the win. You can do your job as much as you want. But last time I checked, you got to be able to score runs to win games. So if they're not hitting, Snell's still a top-tier pitcher for me. I got to think that he turns it around here against the Brewers.
All right. Chris on the Padres plus 107 against the Brewers. This one 7:40 Eastern Time, MLB Extra Innings channel. All right, let's turn our attention to Pig Dogs Premium. Chris, tonight we got the good board of hockey. We've got some NBA as well, a couple games going on, some baseball. What do you have going on over at Pig Dogs Premium?
Sometimes the nice part about this is with Pig Dogs, we can be honest about the good days and the bad days. Takes a couple bad days to appreciate the good. We had a bit of a bumpy patch through the weekend, but that's fine. New week. We're going to finish the month strong. We're going to head into June on a winning note. I got my NBA Black Card specials for both the Eastern and Western Conference games tonight. I got my Monday MLB Moonshot with 3 MLB winners there, as well as my NHL Power Play. And guys, I also put a Multisport Monday 5-pack up there for you guys. It's not often I do this, but it's going to be $40. You're going to get, it's a drive-through special. You're going to get 2 MLB winners for tonight. Both those Black Card plays, which go for $30 on their own, respectively, as well as the NHL play for $40. Some of the best value that you're going to find to sort of kickstart your week with a big winning day. We also got those season passes, which I brought down. You guys have playoff passes, $200 a piece for both the NBA and NHL. 3-day, 7-day, 30-day passes. Instead of buying daily, you can, make the most out of your buck, or the 2-for-1 capper deal. We got tons of hot cappers right now. Al Ninos, Big Al McMorty. You can get the host duo with me and Tony T. Jovan shooting up the leaderboards. Trey and James Clark are there as well. Guys, we're putting out all these opportunities for you to make money. You got to take advantage of them over at Pick Dogs. Go check me out over there. We're going to put some money in your pocket.
That's right. Put money in your pocket with Chris Ruffolo over at Pick Dogs. He's got his great plays up for tonight. Pick those up on a one-day pass and make the upgrade to the long-term 3, 7, and 30 Sports Pass. Don't forget the season passes that are up there as well. NBAPlayoffs, NHL playoffs, and more. When you go over to Pick Dogs Premium, check out Chris Ruffolo's profile page and add him on that 2-for-1 capper promotion. Add another capper, and you'll get better value there for your money. All right, Chris, let's continue on here on the show. Just a reminder, guys, keep those thumbs up, those likes coming in. And if you happen to miss any of the picks, well, don't forget, we're going to do a recap. 2 more picks to come. We got NBA and we got MLB still waiting on deck here, and then we'll do the recap. Now it's time to welcome, someone to see atop the leaderboard who's been doing fantastic work. That's El Ninos. El, how you doing?
Doing good. How are you?
Can't complain. All right, here we go. 7 Eastern time. We got MLB Extra Innings channel with this one. Mets to host the Rockies. Mets laying $1.31, total 6.5.
Yeah, it wasn't too long ago I was on the show talking about I couldn't back the Mets full game, but this looks like one of those pretty good spots to back them here. They're back home after losing 5-1 to the Marlins. They've only scored 1 run in each of their last 2 games there against the Marlins, but they were doing okay before that. I said they're back home now. The Rockies are the hotter team coming into this one. Winners of 3 straight, but they're still just 2-17 on the road. And will their road record stay this bad all season long? Probably not. But as I said, this probably isn't the best spot for them with Austin Gomber to getting the start here to turn things around as far as the road record is concerned. He is coming off 2 good starts against good San Diego lineup. And this total kind of seems low, especially the Rockies. Kind of their offense woken up a little bit. The total set at 6.5 here. With the wind blowing out, Citi Field's not the smallest field, but the wind is blowing out, and it is blowing to the left a bit, so that will favor the Mets lineup a little bit there with only 2 lefties in that lineup. And I just think, the Mets pull the job off, and small lean to the over as well here with a really low total and the wind blowing out as well.
All right, Al, going here with the Mets, minus 131 against the Rockies. All right, Chris, of course, we know the Rockies just can't win, can't score on the road. It's a kind of a tricky spot for the Mets. First home game, no day off after a 9-game trip.
Yeah, so I think this is definitely going to be a spot where I'm looking at the over in this one. Like I said, it's a low total for Austin Gomber, who has pitched well lately, but again, he's still been rocked left and right this season. My concern with that, though, is, Tony, like you said, the Rockies aren't hitting, they're not scoring. Do we trust the Mets enough to do most of the heavy lifting from the total side? But David Peterson's been no prize pig either this season, so I was looking at the over in this one, and it's a lean to me towards the Mets based on the fact that the Rockies aren't producing.
Yeah, we see crooked numbers here from Gomber. Did have that good start at San Diego, but season-long numbers, an ERA over 6 away from Coors Field this season. El Ninos here, the Mets, minus 131 against a Rockies team that is 2-17 straight up on the road. And this one will begin at 7 Eastern time, MLB extra innings pass. All right, Al, let's take a look over Pick Dog Premium, where you are just on fire here. Past 7 days, fully documented, 2,254 units of profit. Go check Al's picks over at Pick Dogs Premium on his profile page. You'll see every play. It's transparent. All right, Al, we got a couple NBA. We got lots of hockey and MLB still to come. What do you have going on over the site?
Yeah, still got a 5-pack up with 2 MLB, 2 NHL, and my best NBA bet of the night. So yeah, go check that out. Or as we always mentioned, long-term passes or 2-for-1 cappers. Grab me and you can pair me up with any of these guys. They're all great cappers. Even they can't all be the hottest capper each week, but they're all still great cappers. So pair me up, get more picks for yourself, more action, and keep crushing the books.
You see the number here from El Ninos, 2,254 units of profit past 7 days, all documented. And right now, get on board with Al's 1-day pass. Got action for you tonight from the board tonight, the NBA, hockey, and of course MLB. So get on board with that and take those winnings that go long term. That's your best value there. 3, 7, and 30-day all sports pass. You get every play that Al releases for that period of time. You choose the terms when you make the purchase on the profile page, and you want better value, well, just add a second capper and get that 2-for-1 capper special. The Little Al and Big Al capper 2-for-1 right there. Big Al having a great year this year overall. You can see Little Al here with some fantastic numbers here. Right in playoff time, right where you want it. All right, Al, as always, great having your show. Continue that success. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right, thanks, guys. Have a good one. Actually, we'll see you in a minute.
All right, we'll see you in a little minute. Of course, we do the recap after this pick coming up. We're going to do the recap. And let's go ahead and pull up the information. Yours truly with the pick. It's been kind of teased a little bit there on the chat room. I guess these guys were on the same wavelength with this one. As we got tonight, the Bucks hosting the Heat, 7:30 Eastern time. We got the Bucks laying 5 total, 224. And Chris, it's going to be the Heat again. I'm going to take the Heat plus 5. I mean, they did force it overtime in the opener, losing by 2. They defended well. They held the Bucks at 37% shooting. They've now covered 9 of the past 11. Now Bucks have failed to cover 7 of 8. But you know what? I think the Bucks are going to see the Miami's best effort here. As you look to even up this series, you're going to get the best, I believe, here from the Heat. Now, if you look at those 11 games, the Heat still sit third best in offensive efficiency, 121 points per 100 possessions. You look at the net rating, they have a better net rating than the Bucks in that period of time, plus 4.1 to plus 2.3. Concern the past 2 seasons for me about the Bucks has been their defensive decline. They're no longer an elite defensive team. They've digressed a bit. You look over their past 5 games, they are giving up over 42% from 3. And Miami, a good 3-point shooting team. Look over their past 5 games. Remember, this is the team that was hit with COVID, the Heat, really hard early in the year, and they just showed recovery here the final few weeks of the season. So you really cannot measure this team on their season-long stats. So I took a little snapshot here past 11, and I'm going to go ahead and take the points here with Miami, Chris.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you this, Tony. The food in Milwaukee is a little bit bland for me, so I'm going to add a little bit of salt to this one. I'm ticked off that the Bucks won that game personally. I mean, I no secret. I had Miami on the money line. I'm taking Miami on the money line again here because Chris Middleton's not going to be the first person that I think of that is going to hit a game-winning shot. Yes, he's improved, but it's the first one of his career. So I think Milwaukee was a little bit lucky to win that game. I think Milwaukee's luck runs out here because Giannis's best work comes in the paint, and Bam Adebayo is the perfect person to negate that negate that edge that Giannis brings to the table for the Bucks. I think side by side, I like Milwaukee's just the deeper team with more defensive presence and more consistent defensive efforts. And you mentioned all the numbers. I can't disagree with you on any of them. I think Milwaukee gets the win here. The 5 points are great, but I don't even know.
I think he was looking at the Heat here plus the 5, right? I think you kind of broke off. You said, who gets the win here, Chris?
Oh, I'm taking Milwaukee on the money line.
Milwaukee on the money line here.
Oh, sorry. Miami on the money line. I don't think we need the points to get with the Heat. I think we're taking them on the money line for me.
All right, Heat plus the 5. I'm thinking Heat plus 5, and of course Chris likes the money line with Heat getting the win. I always think the playoffs. People say, well, the playoffs win when the home team loses on the home court. I don't think so. I think the playoffs win in Game 2 of the series because that's when you have the film and you can start really going to work on the opponent. All right, guys, I've got a 5-pack right now over at Pig Dogs Premium starting top of the hour. I've got 2 NBA and 3 baseball, so check me out up there. I'm also part of the 2-for-1 capper promotion, so match me up with one of the other cappers up there, with Chris, with Big Al, with Little Al. 2-for-1 package, 2-for-1 capper promotion for the long-term passes, 3, 7, and 30-day pass. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Now it's time to go ahead and do the recap. And we got El Ninos to join us here. It started off with Brian Bitler. He was on the Islanders plus 125 against the Penguins. Kevin Thomas, Phillies Marlins under 7. We had Jovan Orioles minus 105 against the Twins. Trey Oilers minus 120 against the Jets. Ty was on the Indians plus 118 against the Tigers. Chris Padres plus 107 against the Brewers. Al Mets minus 131 against the Rockies. Yours truly on the Heat plus 5 against the Bucks. We'll start with Chris. So then your pick. Which one do you like the best?
Well, first, someone just said in the chat room, and I will back that. If the Heat win on the money line tonight, I will wear this shirt again tomorrow. But I'm gonna stick with Kevin Thomas. I really like that Phillies and Marlins under 7. I think it's pitchers duel all the way.
All right, I can't argue with that one. All right, let's go over to El Ninos. Al, other than your pick, which one do you like the best?
Yeah, speaking of pitchers duels, this might not be a duel, but definitely, especially with all the talk in the NBA MVP talking about. Sorry, I'm going with Jovan's Orioles here. Yeah, John Means definitely as valuable as it gets. I mean, 4-0 on a team that's 17-29. Yeah, that's as valuable as it gets right there. So I'm taking the Orioles here against the Twins team that's really not playing up to their potential. So. All
right, yeah, there's 3 of them I like real best, and I got to go with the best one here, and I will do that. I'll take the Indians plus 118 against the Tigers. You know, Turnbull, I've been a big fan of it. Again, if you look at these games, he's played a lot of weak hitting teams. You can always say the Indians aren't the strongest hitting team, but if it gets down to the bullpen, you know who I like. You know who I like. I like the Indians here against the Tigers team with the bullpen ERA approaching 6 runs. All right, that'll do it for another edition of the Drive-Thru, guys. Be sure to tune in tomorrow. It all gets started here at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time with the morning show. You got Mitch, you got Rod Zawacki, you got Brian Bitler, and we're back here with a full book, 8 cappers on the show for Tuesday's game. And I think we have 3 games from the NBA there, so be sure to tune in. And, of course, a lot of full card of baseball as well. Let's bring in the crew from tonight. We'll give you guys off good night. Have yourself a great night, and we'll talk with you guys tomorrow.